Hey, what's up everyone? It's Asad here with 52 Cards. Welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you here. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you a super easy card trick. It's actually one of the first tricks I ever learned. I still remember it to this day because it's really good. So although it's only going to take you a few minutes to learn, it's super impressive and it gives your audience a degree of power, which is kind of fun to do. So you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Before I get into the actual tutorial, I've got a big announcement. Many of you have been waiting very patiently for the Mint playing cards to come back. These have been sold out for over a year now. So Mint 2, I have officially decided the release date. It's gonna be on July 1st. Mint 2 will be launching on Kickstarter. So you can look forward to that. Mark your calendars. If you haven't already, you can sign up for the wait list. There'll be a link down below, or follow Mint Playing Cards on Instagram, just so you can stay notified of all the progress. But July 1st, it's official. I need a little bit more time to finish up the last remaining steps of preparation, and then we're ready to go. This is gonna be a super exciting project for me, the biggest project of the year by far for me, and I'm really looking forward to making Mint 2 a reality. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Let's get into the tutorial. All right, let me start off by giving you just a quick demonstration of what this trick would look like, and then I'll break it down and teach you how to do it so that you can do it yourself, okay? So you would start off by having any card selected from the pack. Let's say they picked the 6 of diamonds. Okay, so normally you wouldn't look, but in this case, it's okay. So you would have them look at the card, remember it, and then ask them to return it to the pack. And then you would explain to the audience that, you know, sometimes being a magician is really just about having good luck. Okay, so for example, you would turn to, you know, your spectator and ask them to name any number between, let's say, 5 and 20. Okay, so let's say they named the number 9. You'd say, look, check this out. If I'm really lucky, all you have to do is count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards, and with any luck, that 9th card will in fact be your card, except it's not. We messed up. So at this point, you would just act confused, or, you know, it's the whole plot, magician messes up or whatever. And then you would say, okay, wait, let's try this again. Maybe I'm not lucky. Let's see if you have any luck. Let's see if you've got any power in you. Okay, so you hand the deck to the spectator and you tell them, like, you got the magic touch. I'm feeling it. You're feeling especially lucky today. You try. And then they're going to do the exact same thing. You ask them to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. And that 9th card down will, in fact, be their card this time, the 6 of diamonds. Super fun trick, super easy. You know, to some of you, it may seem a little obvious, but to most people, this is not obvious at all. If you do it with the right attitude, this just works, and it's just a fun little thing to do. So let me break that down a little bit and show you what's going on. Okay, so you would start off by having a card selected. Now, what you need to do is you need to control whatever card they pick to the top of the deck. Okay, so that's really the only move in this whole trick. The rest is completely self-working. So we've talked a bunch about card control on this channel in the past. If you still need to learn how to do a card control, if you're newer to card magic or sleight of hand, I'll drop some links in the description box down below, some reference videos so that you can learn how to control a card. You can use any method you want. I'll show you a super easy method right now that doesn't require any sleight of hand at all. So I believe I've taught this in the past on the channel, but I'll just go over it real quick again here. So if you don't want to learn any sleight of hand, you don't want to learn any moves to control a card, here's essentially a self-working way to control a spectator's card to the top of the deck. So before you start the trick, before you do anything, you're gonna reverse the bottom card on the bottom of the deck. Secretly, you know, no one should know that. You spread through the cards, you have one selected. They're going to look at their card, and then when you have their card returned to the pack, all you're going to do is cut the deck in half. I'm using a swing cut here to cut the deck. I'll drop a link for the swing cut if you haven't learned that yet. But you ask them to place their card back, and then you're just going to drop your right-hand half on top. Okay, now we have that secret or reverse card on the bottom, which is going to act like a key card. So we just drop it. It's a very fair return of the card to the pack. And then you say, look, we'll cut the cards a bunch of times, and you're just going to cut. Just make sure you don't cut too close, you know, to their card, because you don't want to cut to a face-up card quite yet. by accident, you just give the deck a number of cuts and you say, look, your card is completely lost in the pack. And you're going to spread through. And when you spot the face up card, you're going to say, it's just a little bit of acting here. You say, oh, whoops, that's not supposed to be upside down. And all you're going to do at this point is you're going to turn it over. You know that their card is right below the face up card. So you act like, oh, a card accidentally got shuffled face up. All you're going to do is you're going to flip it face down and then just cut the deck right there, leaving the selected card on top. Okay, now that you have the card on top, now you proceed with the rest of the trick. All of the work is done. Okay, and you essentially say exactly what you saw in the performance or in the demonstration. You say, pick any number. It doesn't have to be between 5 and 20, but that's usually best because you don't want the number to be too big. You don't want it to be too small. Let's say they picked the number 7. Okay, so you say, look, I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I know that this bottommost card right here, the first card that you dealt, is their card. So this is just a little bit more acting here. You say, boom, I found your card. Oh, I messed up. Okay, so it's just a cliche plot where the magician messes up and then recovers. And you say, look, I'm not feeling lucky. I don't have the magic touch today. Maybe you have the magic touch. And so you're just going to drop their card on top. You pick up all the cards placed on top of the deck, and you hand it over. Do that all casually without bringing too much attention to it. It just flies. Okay, people don't recognize that, the cards are being reversed and that, it's not, it's pretty difficult to deconstruct this trick if you have no idea what's going on. Let me get the camera back in focus. There we go. And okay, at this point you're done. You've loaded their card in the position that they called out. So at this point you just hand the deck out to them. You say, you got the magic touch, you do it. They count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Milk it and you say, look, it didn't work for me, but if you've got the magic in you, boom, there it is, your card, the Jack of Diamonds. Super fun trick. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Hardly takes any skill. It really takes no skill at all if you're doing the self-working card control method. But I hope you enjoy that. Hope you get some good use out of it. If you like this video, if you like this trick, please do give this video a like. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to learn more magic and sleight of hand technique in the future. And leave a comment down below. All that stuff really helps this channel out. Really appreciate it, you guys. Take care, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.